Jimmy, Johnny, you love even the Bright Star. I was just talking to the Bright Star, and there's Butch Wilson, and his son plays with me, George Wilson. And the joy that we have in coaching his son, not only played at Alabama, but he made a doctor. You know, we very seldom hear about the good things that some of these guys do, but anyway, his son George is a doctor in practice down in Mobile. Just a little something about Johnny. Didn't count to 10. But he's had books written about him. He's had songs written about him. As long as they play football at Alabama, the equipment room is named the John Mark Stallings Equipment Room. Faulkner University named their football playing field after Johnny. Abilene Christian University, a few years ago, picked 5 people that they felt like could help change the world. Johnny was one of those 5. The RISE program, the University of Alabama, a beautiful playground, John Mark Stallings playground. Texas A&M, where I'm a graduate of, your 50th, you give something back. We raised $300,000, endowed a medical scholarship so some young man, some young lady can go to Texas A&M study medicine. John Mark Stallings Medical Scholarship. Just recently, the Alabama campus, they named the street the Johnny Stallings Drive. Here's a guy who couldn't count to 10. When he passed away, his mother and I received over 1,500 letters from all over the United States. The governor of Alabama sent an Alabama State Trooper car to lead the procession and the funeral. The governor of Texas saw that Alabama State Trooper car. He said, "What's that doing here?" 12 to 15 Alabama, Texas State Trooper cars in his little funeral procession. 1,400 people attended his funeral. Loved Alabama. I mean, every day when I would come home, I would hear Eli Gold doing some Alabama game, and Johnny was listening to it, and he would call me in, and if he thought my picture was fixing, he'd say, "Pop, Pop." He knew just exactly when it was going to happen. My complaining days are over. I've said this a number of times. You put that little thing on your finger to check your oxygen saturation, everybody's in the 90s. Everybody. You fall into the 80s, you're about ready to die, you're going to ICU. I could tell that he wasn't feeling good. I got in bed with him. I checked his oxygen saturation. It was 63. I said, "Johnny, how do you feel?" He said, "I'm fine." I'm fine. I carry a little thing in my pocket all the time that says, "I'm fine," and has his picture on the back. Passed away the next day. Didn't complain right down to the end. And so when you people come out, pay a little respect, buy a picture of Johnny or something, the money goes to the RISE program. I don't want anybody to ever think that I would make a dime on that, because I'm not the least bit interested in that. So, but when you do buy a picture, the part that would ordinarily go to me goes to the RISE program. A little about the RISE program. I'm in Austin, Texas the other day. They had what they called a ride across Texas, raising money for the RISE program in the state of Texas. If you have a child that has Down syndrome or something that want to go to the RISE School of Austin, it costs that mother and daddy $11,000 a year. If you have a child that has Down syndrome and you want to go to the school in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, it does not cost the mother and daddy a nickel. It's completely free. One of the reasons is because people like y'all that buy something and the money, and I've helped them raise a few dollars. University helps them and so forth and so on. So just want to say we appreciate y'all coming out. If you have things that you want me to sign, I'm more than happy to do that. I see one of the books, this book right here. I have reviewed this book in the White House. Everybody, not the president, but the one before that, George Bush. They asked me to come down and review the book, Another Seat to the staff of the White House. Last time I saw the president, in fact, he came down the elevator and we were there visiting. The first thing he said, Coach, how's Johnny? Here's a little child in town, made a difference in lots of people's lives. And if you hadn't got that book, you ought to get it and read it. It's been well received. I'm glad you have it. I'll be happy to
Coach,
sign
I
it.
want you to tell him, you asked him a question. Who was his favorite Alabama?
Caucus Lane. He wants me to tell this story. Johnny had a little friend named Bradley Block. Bradley had downs like Johnny. He came to my ranch. He's going to spend a week. We go see the Texas Rangers baseball. We go see the rodeos. I take Johnny and Bradley out to eat. It's a little old country place where you can get a hamburger, gas, and we've all been to those kind of places. I'm Johnny and Bradley. Okay, guys, who's your all-time favorite Alabama coach? Both of them said Nick Saban.
Well, Coach, before we move on a little bit further, we'll have Mike Wallace from Royal Times Baptist Church give an invocation, and we'll proceed from there.